Hi to all my subscribers. I just want to say thank you guys for rocking with me. I know I haven't been posting a lot of content, but I said I want to work on that. So today I want to do a movie review. There's a lot of new movies on Netflix right now, and there's a couple movies that I really like. And what I noticed that Netflix is doing is that they're highlighting African American stories. So I watched a couple of movies that they highlighted. One of them that I really like is called A Jazzman'S Blues. So I'm gonna be doing a review for A Jazzman'S Blues. So bear with me because I'm going off of memory. I didn't really take notes and do a step to step. So I'm going off of my memory. I only saw the movie one time. So I'm just going to go off of what I took from the movie and what I got from the movie. So if you didn't see A Jazzman'S Blues and you don't want to spoil it for yourself, then click off of the video because this is going to be nothing but spoilers. And I'm just giving my insight and what I took from it. So, A Jazzman'S Blues is directed, written, and produced by Tyler Perry. We all know Tyler Perry for doing the Medea movies. I know Tyler Perry from the screenplays. Back in the day, the screenplays super funny, and he turned the screenplays into motion picture movies. I personally like the screenplays better because I feel like the screenplays were more free and fun and goofy. So I like the screenplays better than the motion pictures. But I love Tyler Perry. I love that he tells different kind of stories. I love that he always has encouraging things to say. He tells stories that are a bit taboo in the Black community. He gives insight to things that we don't talk about, which is molestation, abuse, rape, uh, colorism. Those are always themes. There's always a lesson to learn from a Tyler Perry movie. It's not, and then he sprinkles in the jokes with Medea and everything. But if you really look into it, there's a lot of meaning behind his movies. So, A Jazzman'S Blues takes place in the 1930s. Um, hold on. A Jasmine, hold on. A Jazzman'S Blues takes place. A Jazzman'S Blues. Sorry, had to send a text message. Sorry. A Jazzman'S Blues takes place in the 1930s, and it's in the South. It's in Georgia. I'm not sure the exact. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Bear with me. I'm gonna pull up some stuff. So I want to get these facts right. Bear with me, please. Let me see. I just want to get the facts right. Okay, it's not telling me. I think it's in the South. It's in Georgia. It's not Atlanta. It's in like the country part of Georgia. So, A Jasmine Blues takes place in 1930s. This is during this is during slavery. This is during no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not during slavery, but it's during segregation. It's during Jim Crow era. Like it's really bad. So basically, how it opens up is you see these people having fun. They're playing live music. So that drew me in. the setting drew me in. It reminded me of the country. They were playing like the banjo, traditional southern instruments, the banjo, different things like that. So so we start off with wait, hold up. I want to get the guys' names right. Bayou. Okay, Bayou. Bayou is a very handsome gentleman, dark skin. I want to point that out because colorism is definitely a theme in this movie. Bayou is a dark skinned young man. Um, Bucket is a fair skinned, beautiful girl. Bayou has a crush on Bucket. That's her nickname. I think her real name is Leslie or something. Don't quote me on the name. I'm bad with names. But wait, let me see. I wish I would have took notes. This is terrible. Hold on. I'm sorry, Leanne. Her real name is Leanne. They call her Bucket. Bayou, who's played by Joshua Boone. Leanne is played by Solia Pfeiffer. So he sees Bucket, which is Leanne, out the corner of his eye, and I think they call him up to play. Oh, I remember now. They call him up to play the trumpet, and he goes and he kind of like freezes. So Bucket is watching him. He's trying to impress her, and it doesn't go the way that he planned it. So he kind of like fumbles that. But his brother, his light-skinned brother, upstages him. The father is there. The father is playing the harmonica and he's playing the guitar. So they're jamming and the mother could sing. Bucket's mother, her name is, hold on. Her name is Hattie Mae. And she's played by Amira Van. And what I like about this movie is it introduces us to different actors that we aren't all familiar with. So I really like that. So they're jamming. So fast forward, Bayou embarrasses herself. He tried to impress the girl. It didn't go the way that he wanted it to. So now fast forward, they're in the house. So the brother and the father are bullying Bayou. They're bullying him. They're saying, you're nothing. You're stupid. You're good for nothing. Like they're putting him down. The mother is saying, stop it. Don't talk to him like that. And I'm looking at the father like, why are you talking to him like that? And then he's treating his light-skinned son. Way better. Like he's going above and beyond for the light-skinned son. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, so in the back of my mind, I'm like, are you his father? Like, is there like, because the way he was treating him is like, the way he was treating him was like, that's not his son. So I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So Bucket says, I'm sorry. Bayou says he's gonna, the mother spills the beans about Bayou going to ask Bucket to the social, which is kind of like a dance. It's a dance out there. It's called the social. So he's like, I'm going to ask Bucket. So the light-skinned brother's like, when the light-skinned brother hears about it, because the mother spilled the beans, the light-skinned brother's like, she don't want to go with you. Who are you? You're nobody. Like putting him down. The father's putting him down. They get to fighting. They're like tussling on the ground. The mother's breaking it up. The father's like, oh, let him beat him up. You keep trying to fight his battles for him and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, so he gets up. He's all muddy now. He's trying to dust himself off because he's about to go ask this girl to the social. So he goes over to her house. It's like a cabin. You know, they're poor, so it's a little dusty, whatever. So the grandfather is standing outside, and Bucket, which is Leanne, is in the background in the house, and she sees him. She's happy to see him, but she's kind of like this, like she's kind of like telling him no, like get like she's telling him, listen, no. So the grandfather's being mean. He's like, "What are you here for?" So Bayou's thinking smart on his feet. He's like, "Oh, he sees Leanne when she do this, like basically don't say nothing." And he tell the grandfather, "Oh, my mom, she does people's laundry. Do you need some laundry?" He's like, "Oh no, you're lying. You're here for my granddaughter. Get the F out of here." Like he's cursing him out. He's doing all type of, he's still like, so Bayou runs away. So then he's sleeping. And so in his sleep, Leanne, which is Bucket, comes to his window and basically folds up a paper airplane. Remember that. That's paper airplanes is a theme throughout this movie. So she folds up paper airplane with a note in the paper, basically saying, "Meet me at the by the creek," or something, like by a log. So not knowing that, Bayou don't even know how to read, but he gets up, he puts his clothes on, and he runs out to find her. So then when they get to the creek, they're talking. She explains to him, like, my grandfather, he finally gets the courage to ask her to go to the social. And he lets her know, like, she lets him know, like, my grandfather's not going to let me go. But he doesn't understand why. And then they get to have a conversation about, she's like, you didn't understand, like, basically he tells her he can't read. So after he tells her that he can't read, she's like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna teach you." And that really warmed my heart, because I feel like we don't even realize that we're so blessed to be able to go to school, educate ourselves, because back in the day, being a black person, you weren't allowed to read and write. That was a privilege. So Bayou didn't know how to read. So every night she would throw paper airplanes through the window. One of them hit the brother. That was funny. She would throw paper airplanes in the window every night and teach him how to read. So everybody's seeing that he's happier. He's like, his mood is better. Even his mom was like, seeing him read, he never picked up a book. So I like the fact that the girl taught him something that he could take with him forever. Like, learning how to read, that's important. So he fell in love with, he's starting to fall in love with Leanne, aka Bucket. He's starting to fall in love with her. And I think one day he snuck out. Oh, she stopped coming because they had a ritual every night. They would go down to the creek. So a couple of nights she stopped coming, and he's like, because he was like, every time I would see her, she'd be like shaking like a leaf. And he's like, why is she shaking? Or whatever. Hold on.